You are now listening to Fight Life Unfiltered.
August in South Dakota?
Yep, August 15th.
Is that like official?
Signed.
Signed,
Yeah.
sealed, delivered.
Yeah.
Know your opponent yet, or?
Yeah. Reno dude from Louisiana. I don't know his name.
Yeah,
I think it's Julian, Jawan, something. Something with J. Yeah.
3-0.
Reno, Louisiana. It's hard to gauge. He hasn't fought since 2020, and his opponent's combined record, I believe, is like 3-30.
Really?
So.
Could be a beat down, but
Yeah, I mean, I assume he's been working out since 2020. So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And we like the offer, so we took it right away.
yeah. No, that's awesome. I was just listening to the Corey Sandhagen Rogan interview. It's
Mm,
older, I guess,
yeah.
right? At least a few weeks, but he was talking to him about the structure of his fight camps. And Corey said something that I thought was really interesting. And I wanted to ask you right out of the gate before I forget. He was talking about taking the last 4 weeks of his fight camp and really having that be focused on winning as opposed to skill development, really anything else. It's like, how are we going to win this fight? Not just the fight, but the rounds, the moments, the exchanges with the person that's like in front of me coming up.
Hmm.
Given that you're at a different place in your career,
Yeah.
is like, how does that variable factor into how you have to look at things?
I mean, I think I'm at a different place and just like a different point, right? I think like I try to win every round, at least in sparring on like Tuesdays, right? When I'm in camp. But when I'm like out of camp, like if Anthony has a fight coming up, like I'll stay in southpaw and kind of like, lose a little bit or give him like a look of his opponent, right?
Hmm.
Um, and they do the same for me, right? So I think there's that, like it's kind of like specific, right? If I have like a specific guy, like I'll ask them to help me out. And then just trying to win the rounds, and you kind of have like a different like switch or mentality when it's fight camp. Like you go a little bit harder, you hold on to submissions. Um, like if somebody's trying to sub you, like you try to gut out of it a little bit longer. So I
Hmm.
think yeah, I mean just trying to win everything in and out of fight camp, I think is kind of the way to go about it. But Corey's specific thing, 4 weeks out. I mean, I'm approaching 4 weeks out. I'd say I'm that way 90% of the time. The other 10% of the time is, I like don't have a fight booked, but I'm like running back to back to back to back to back. So it's a little bit different
Hmm.
in terms of that. Like I've been in camp
Yeah, I mean,
all
geez,
year.
dude. So that you fought June,
March,
March, June, August.
March, grappled May, fought June, fighting August. Yeah,
And so you got to assume, barring something, that there's at least another one,
that's the plan. Yeah.
one more,
Uh-huh. I mean,
two
if
more,
it's a
three
first
more.
round knockout, I don't. You only get paid to fight, right? Like that's where I get my money in terms of like my big checks and sponsor money too. So it's
Yeah.
like, um, I like fighting too. So I'd rather be in camp than out of camp. Uh, and like I got places to be. I ain't got to do it fucking sitting around not fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I guess there's probably, is there a, okay, I'm asking this from how my brain works. Like I'm the type of person that to accomplish goals, I have to have like something I'm working towards.
Mhm.
So even after I've gotten past points in my life where I knew like, okay, you're not, jujitsu is a great example of that, right? Like I could just go, and a lot of people do. Like kudos to anybody that's just going to a jujitsu class or any type of class, martial art or anything, right?
Hmm.
I have to put myself into some sort of competitive situation so that then I'm maximizing my work, right? So I need to go and sign up for competitions in jiu-jitsu so that every training session I'm looking at it still, even though I'm almost a 40-year-old man, I'm like, okay, I got to get better today because I have this competition coming up. And those moments fuel me forward a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Like having a bunch of fights both gives you the experience, but does it also force you to have to stay ready? Because right now you know that there's also the potential that you're going to get a phone call for something else.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I think
like,
that's big.
like if you are saying like, shit, man, I starched this dude in the first round. I'm going to take a couple of months, enjoy myself, think about what's next. This next fight could be really big. And then you get a phone call and you're not the best version of Lucas because you don't have that next thing that's like right there.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but I think like if I got that phone call and I was, you know, sipping a pina colada on the beach, I'd be fine. I just flip the switch like mentally.
Yeah.
But I'm always like there. I just like I'd rather be in fight. Like I love fighting. I'd rather be training than hanging out on a beach. Like it's just kind of like I'd rather be in the gym. So, I'm also like not burnt out at all. So I think that's a big thing. Like I think a lot of guys kind of get burnt out. Like they get out of fight camp and they're burnt out. And like I got out and I was like, let's just run it back. Like why not? Right? There might be times where I'm burnt out. So let's take advantage of it now while I'm not.
Do you think it's easier to get burnout when you're winning or if you've lost? Or do you think it doesn't matter?
I mean, I think it's the training sessions. I think a lot more than that. I think it's like who you're around, what's your gym environment like. I'm lucky enough to have a really good gym environment here. Um, and being around my friends and stuff. I like this camp. I'm not going down to Kill Cliff or anything. I'm just staying. Last fight camp, man, I was all over the place. It was a lot.
Yeah, a lot of
So I think that was like that one. Like I'd say I was a little bit burnt out by the end of that fight camp, but I think this one I'll be fine. Like,
yeah.
just
That's it's going to be the world you're living in though,
yeah,
too, though.
no,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So like operating on that burnout factor,
yeah, for sure.
getting that experience
That's what I
isn't
look
a bad
at.
thing,
Yeah, I look
right?
at it as everything as kind of like experience, right? I'm gonna be traveling a lot, competing all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to grapple at the end of July and then take this fight, and you're like, no. It's like, all right, okay.
Well, dude, I mean, we talk about the fact you went to AC and upset
Hmm.
Lucas Bird.
Yeah, I
Uh,
was trying to get back on Fury again.
you were supposed to fight before that, though. Grapple. You were going to grapple here in Pittsburgh, and they wouldn't let you.
Oh yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, forgot about. Dude, I've had so much stuff happen. I forget.
it's weird. I was looking back when I'm like throwing stuff on social or doing YouTube clips. I'll go back to look for this one logo to put at the end of our clips, and I'll be scrolling through, and it's like one of the first episodes we did with the little yellow table. And
Oh
we're in the Strip District location, and
yeah.
we're sitting there, and I'm like, dude, that wasn't all but like 10 months ago.
Yeah.
You look like you've aged, and not in a bad way. You
Yeah.
look like you've matured tenfold. Like I'm like, wow, dude, he looked like a little kid.
Yeah.
And it's just in how like I feel like you've kind of come into yourself a little bit. You're kind of like, and you see it with everybody. Like, go look at any musician, athlete when they're coming in. Like, you can almost see, and then you see it later, and you're like, oh wow, like, dude really like felt comfortable in his own skin and started becoming his own self.
Yeah.
I,
And I grew a beard.
yeah, no, you grew a beard.
That's big.
That's probably I'm sitting here trying to get all like
No,
philosophical. You're like, no,
I
I
did.
fucking just haven't shaved,
No,
bro.
I think a little bit of that. Yeah. Um, I I mean it's crazy. I posted a vid. video, like a little reel, and it was like my debut 3 years ago. And it's wild to
Yeah.
think that it's wild to think that it's only been 3 years. It's wild to think that it,
Yeah.
has been 3 years. It's cool, man. It's been a fun experience. Been only like I've only had 10 fights. I mean, 10 fights in 3 years is a lot. But I've done a lot else. Competed at Worlds twice. Had three professional grappling matches. I mean,
You've been
I've
busy.
done, yeah, I've done a lot in 3 years, but I also like, like would do more if I could. Like I love it. I'm starting to just like fall. I don't know. It's hard. I'm like, I kind of like, I don't want to say caught a second wind, but I
Hmm.
feel like I did catch a second wind. And maybe it's because not my goal, my ultimate goal is to, be a world champion, but like you see something very, very attainable, like
Well,
the
and you've
UFC.
started to get yourself exposure into these. I
Hmm.
feel, you know what I mean? Like you went down to Kill Cliff.
Hmm.
And you're like, okay, like I see who's in the room. I see what they're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
You go and grapple on a professional level with the national champion, and you're like, okay, yeah, no, it's yeah, no, it's what I thought. It's like you start to not just envision yourself in those spots, but you're starting to
Physically
actually
be in the
be in the
spot. Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Validation,
I
right?
was talking to Alex, my trainer, my lifting coach, and I was like, yeah, man, it's crazy because my last two, like my grappling match and my fight were the easiest two things I've ever done in my entire career. Like if statistically, like look at the numbers of them.
Mhm.
And I remember being in the mat, like I remember grappling Bird and being like, there's no way it's this easy. Like I remember throwing the triangle and not getting the defense. And obviously, like he is not like a huge jiu-jitsu background, but just being like, damn, it was this easy. And same thing with my last fight. Like as I'm finishing it, I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Mhm.
And then he was like, yeah, maybe it's just that dude. And I was like, well, fucking maybe.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's almost like he was comparing it to like a video game. He was like, yeah, it's like you have fucking aim assist. It's like that's
Yeah.
what it feels like.
Yeah.
You go in there and it's just like it just all culminates into like what you envision in your
Hmm.
mind. And yeah, man, it's pretty surreal.
There's a there's a thing in business, I think just in life, right? Signal versus noise, right? I heard, Kevin O'Leary, the bald guy from Shark Tank,
Yes.
he was talking about it in regards to Steve Jobs. And Kevin O'Leary had a technology company that had like kids software, Oregon Trail. If you remember,
Yeah, yeah.
or like his company had the license to Oregon Trail and worked with Apple at the time to put it on the floppy disk. But he was saying that Steve Jobs had this incredible ability to focus on the signal and block out all of the noise. Like he focused 80% of his time on
It's the signal.
the signal for him were the 3 to 4 things that he needed to accomplish that day or that week in order to move forward, not the big all the noise like, oh, well, we want to get to $100 million by the end of the year. Like he broke it down like, I need to do this today. He didn't allow distractions. He didn't spend any of his time on anything other than what was at task at hand today. And just like ultra focused. And I start to like think about that principle as it pertains to any great athlete. And it's the same thing. It's like that ability to block out the shit that doesn't matter and to only put your mind and effort and energy. I think back to the burnout, I think that's a part of burnout. I think a lot of people get exhausted by the noise and they're not focused enough on the actual task at hand and the goal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that and just like not enjoying the process and stuff. I
Yeah.
think no, I mean there's days I fucking don't want to go to the gym. Like that's not there. Um well, and I think like I was talking to Will in the locker room one day, it was a Wednesday, and I was like, yeah, I was thinking about just like keeping it light, going to Bridgeville and saunaing and instead. But I was like how I got here, it was taking my 5:30, 6:30, 7:30 class. every single day or every single Wednesday. And then like I tweaked my knee a little bit this week, and I was like, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna throw kicks. There's a lot of rotation in that. Like, let's not irritate it. And I could have just like gone home and right, but I went to a boxing gym
Yeah.
instead, right? Like finding, um, always there's always work that can be done.
I talked about this on Curious Jones a lot towards the last few episodes that I did. Conversation I had with Daniel Carcillo. He's a former NHL hockey player, big into psychedelic mushrooms now for brain health. Dude's like fucking awesome. You guys should check him out. Like he's doing incredible stuff with helping people recover from brain trauma. Um, but he was telling me, no, I got stuck thinking about his clinic. What were we just talking about?
I don't know, man. Fuck, I have CTE.
You have CTE.
Shout out, Chrisella. Help me out.
Fuck, man. We were just talking about something. What the fuck was I gonna say? It like literally just
That's how it works.
it
That's
is,
how
man.
my brain works 90% of the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm too distracted myself.
Yeah,
All the
sometimes I just
noise,
use
not the
filler.
signal.
I use filler words, or I just talk so that I can regain the thought.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah,
Yeah.
how's your day? Um, yeah, I think, you know, we can move on.
Obviously.
Got it. Cut that part.
Um, I was up at the Cranberry Township thing for Lit. We've got a booth selling lighters.
So
And
that is
no, this is actually my neighbor for the next 2 days. It's a stretching place. I have never felt better in my life.
oh really?
I fucking got them to stretch my neck and my lower back last
Like that
night.
shit.
Yeah, they're giving free demos
Oh
out
really?
there. Yeah.
Where?
It's at the Cranberry Township Community Days at the Cranberry Township Community Park.
That sounds like it's in Cranberry
It's in
Township.
Cranberry
So
Township.
far.
A little far. No, dude, it was amazing. I was realizing how much my stretching is like my flexibility is my biggest detriment.
Yeah, that's something I want to definitely improve. Like the little shit, the stretching and recovery is like probably now my biggest detriment. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Hmm.
That's dope though. Fuck with that.
Yeah. What did you think about the fights? I don't think we've talked since the
Before
Taporia
you
Oliveira
fucking
fight.
murdered Oliveira. I don't
Dude,
know. What was dude, I fell asleep actually.
really?
Yeah, man, I need to stop doing this.
Did you wake up and
You know when I woke up?
find out on social media, or did you actually go
No,
back and watch it?
no. Okay. Every time I've fallen asleep during a fight, there's like three fights specifically. I can think of only another one. I fell asleep and I woke up in the fifth round of Volkanovski Makhachev the first time they fought, and uh the commentators being like, I think Volkanovski won, and then I watched like the last 30 seconds and then watched Islam get his hand raised. That happened to me before. I fell asleep during another fight, but this one I fell asleep. I woke up literally to Charles Oliveira with his eyes open, knocked out on the canvas, like it was a bad dream. I was like, what the fuck, dude? They need to stop doing these 1 a.m. cards. One and two, I physically have to go out to watch a UFC fight. I can't watch it from my
From home?
I can't legally stream a fight and watch it, dude. I fall asleep.
We need to do after this fight in August. We need to do another fight companion.
I'm with it. Yeah, that'd be
That
fun.
was a good way to keep me awake.
That was a blast. I would like to do it for like maybe like a boxing event too or something. Like that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Get a couple of homies.
Dude, Ilia Topuria
Fun
cracks.
Yep, he
Cracks.
punches people very hard.
But there's a part of me where I still wonder, are we going to look back? And this doesn't take, in my opinion, anything away from Ilya's greatness. But are we witnessing like the end of Charles Oliveira's career?
Yeah, I mean, you could argue
He's still a top 10
you could
guy,
argue like
but
all these guys are like exiting like their prime, right? Volk, Max, Charles, but also like that's the fucking game you play. Like
yeah,
that's what it is. That's how this sport works. I think Ilya's that guy.
Oh, I do
He's
too.
fucking
Yeah,
28. It's crazy.
I do too.
I think what's next for him? I think if the UFC like really likes money, which they tend to, they just do Patty. Fuck it, run it. I know Dana White was angry about him getting in the cage, but I think like that's the right thing to do. It just makes sense. Make the money now while you can. My prediction of Conor coming back seems to not be working. I thought Conor was going to come back and fight Patty, um, but I don't think
Dude,
that's going to happen.
Connor, I
Who's
think
gonna
there's a
fight?
better chance. Connor's going to end up fighting Mike Parody in bare knuckle.
I don't know, man. He's talking about fighting Michael Chandler in the White House. Maybe that one makes a lot
Do
of
you think that's going to
the
happen?
White House.
Yeah. Is it legit?
Yeah, I was listening to
Like
Dan.
I haven't heard Dana. I've seen
He
reports
did
that
an
Dana said it,
interview
but
with you know the Folston, the young guys.
yeah.
They did an interview, and they're like it's already like booked. Like they're doing it on the White House. It's a celebration of the 250th year of America being a country.
Human cockfighting on the White House
The most
lawn.
American shit I've ever heard in my life.
I love it.
And everybody wants to get on it. Obviously, I had people messaging me. I'm not in like in the UFC yet. They're like, dude, you got. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna let a fucking beginning guy get
Do
on there.
you think there's anything tied to John Jones's retirement announcement and then quasi unretirement announcement that like it was in coordination with the UFC because of the White House event? Because if you saw what he said, he's like, I'm back in the testing pool. That lasted for 2 weeks, something like
I
that.
mean, maybe
Might as well
he.
keep it interesting. But then he said another tweet and he said finally something for me to come out of retirement for. It was never about money. I need something bigger.
I get that. So
But like, was it pre-set up? Like, you're going to retire, we're going to announce this, then you're going to want to jump on the card. It's going to help.
I don't think so because it was so like. I mean, the UFC didn't seem happy. It was like, there's no way that was like, I mean, whoever was writing the script on that one really fucking sucked if that was pre-set up because everybody was like just pissed off about it. Like, I think it was just like not great if that's how it was, but I really don't think it was. I think he knew about the event, the 4th of July thing, like being tossed up in the air. I listened to Brennan Schaub, and he was like, I heard about this 3 months ago, guys. Like this isn't
There's
like
a lot of
a
UFC
breaking
people at the
thing."
inauguration.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, he was like, I heard this was in the works like 3 months ago. Um, and obviously, you know, Donald and Dana being friends definitely helps. So I think like that's a big thing. And then, you know, it does wake you like it's something that's exciting, right? It's something new for John Jones. John Jones has fought a contender that's supposed to beat him probably what, 20 different times now, right? Okay, cool. Right. But all right, you're fighting at the White House on 250-year anniversary of America. That's pretty fucking exciting.
Against a
Against the
Brit.
Brit, right? That's pretty fucking exciting. I think like that'll wake you the fuck up. Um, even if you don't want to like you're not like itching to
So
fight.
would it be July 4th of
It's
next
July
year?
4th of 2026, which is a
So then he
Saturday.
gets so it's a whole year away. So then what do you do with Tom?
Have him fight. And then John gets the tape that everybody's been saying that he's been wanting to. Everybody's been like, John doesn't have enough tape. That's why he doesn't want to fight Tom, which I
I
think there's
don't,
a little bit of that, maybe, maybe. Um, so yeah, have Tom fight and then just have him run it.
who do you have him fight?
I don't know, the fuck's next in line.
I don't know.
Gone, I guess, or
Bronco?
Busick.
Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah, let's run
like,
it.
dude, right? Like,
Um, let's do. I mean, if they were smart, they'd try to get Francis. Winner fights John, right?
mm,
That makes money. But I don't know. Probably Gone. He'll run through Gone, and then John will fight him in the White House, and then Michael Chandler will fight Connor as the co-main, and throw Kayla Harrison on that bitch. Throw some random Americans on there. Who else has got to be on there? Who else has to be on the American card? Let's build it. If I'm going top to bottom, I'm going John Tom. I'm
hmm
going Connor Chandler. Maybe as the third to last fight because you should put the champs ahead, right? So maybe Caleb versus Nunez as the co-main.
Ooh, I don't
Um,
mind that.
and then Chandler versus Conor. Underneath that, kind of Americans we got going on here.
Sean Brady versus Islam.
I mean, potentially at the time that could work. Sean Brady's also from Philly, which ain't too far. I mean, but I think that at that point, you put too many fucking title fights on. You got to put what Connor and Chandler as the opening, the main card. Let's put them in the prelims. Fuck them. But I don't know how many fights. I don't know if it's gonna be like. I think it might just be a couple fights, like a couple big ass
Like a
fights.
different type of
Yeah, and
that.
but now one thing, if you were like, hey, do you think the UFC announces at this time to get a TV rights deal? Yes, I do. I 100% think that they're trying to get with Netflix, and they're like, you think Mike Tyson and Jake Paul did well? How about fighting on the fucking White House lawn? And then that's gonna help
No,
Netflix
I didn't think about that.
jump
That's a
on
really
that.
good, it's a really good point, the whole TV deal.
Oh, 100%. That's what it's all about. He's probably like, hey, like Trump, I'm fucking struggling getting Netflix, right? How can you help me out? He's like, oh, well, why don't we just have John Jones and Tom Aspinall fight outside?
I love that you have this like
Yeah.
Trump is helping matchmake for
Dude, he
Dana.
probably fucking is. Got his hands in everything.
He
Damn
does,
near.
doesn't he?
Um, yeah, saving America one fight at a time.
No, it's interesting. Um, who else fought on? I'm trying to think of that Oliveira, Taporia. There was
Yeah, Van, that
yeah,
that that kid, uh,
tough.
tough as fuck. Immediately got a title shot, which is sick. I love that they did that.
Yep.
He fights out of Houston. My boy, does used to do videography for him, which is pretty cool. Because he's just like exploded onto the scene. Who else fought? Kev? No, not Kev. Um, who got?
Yeah, he's
No,
fighting in a couple
who's the
things.
young black kid that gets the first round finishes or gets finished every fucking time?
Oh God.
McKinney?
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah, he fought on it. I watched him. I believe he get a Darce or an Anaconda. Which are two separate moves, by the way. The MMA struggles with that.
Mm.
I
Hmm.
don't particularly remember. I believe it was an Anaconda. Um,
Oh,
who
Pantoja.
Pantoja fought
Dude.
Nicole to immediately get another fight booked. Who was the fight before Van?
Beneil Dariush.
That's the last one I felt watched before I fell
Mike,
asleep. Yeah, the gray-haired 35-year-olds.
bro. Doesn't he just look like somebody that would be like walking down the beach in Costa Rica with Warren?
Yes, that's very accurate.
Like just some
Wow,
like
that's
grabbing a
great.
surfboard.
Yeah, bro, he's like, I mean, talk about not marketable. He just fucking like
Not,
doesn't talk,
not marketable.
and is like, yeah, thanks God, and
Yeah, well, I was gonna
fucking
say when he does open
does,
his mouth, he
does
says everything that nobody wants him to say.
yeah, does exactly. They're like, yeah, thank God, Jesus and whatnot. And then he's what, 34 and has fucking salt and pepper hair. He looks 45.
Is he that
He's not that
young?
old. He's like 35.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I did
Dude
not know
loves
that.
God, but God is not doing him any fucking favors when it comes
Uh,
to helping him out in his
he's
career.
36.
36.
Yeah, 36.
He don't look 36.
Iranian.
I don't know what they put in their food in Iran, but it might age you a little bit faster.
Poison.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
That maybe too soon. Bad joke,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
um no, dude. I've always been a fan of Beneil, and I felt like he kind of got fucked a couple of times because of the fact that he's just not that exciting. Then he missed his opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's out like right outside of the picture of getting a title shot.
Always. He's always like right there.
And he's
You're
like,
like, oh yeah, and then there's
and then
Beneil.
there's Benil,
Yeah.
who doesn't talk or have social media and looks like he's going to pick his kids up from elementary school.
Yeah. Um, I gotta be honest, I've been a little disappointed with some of the cards. There's been great fights, but some of the cards, like Dana posted one the other day, is like, wow. And I'm just like,
No, I don't know. I don't agree with that necessarily. I think
Max Holloway and Poirier.
that's fucking sick.
And then the co-main is Paulo Costa.
Paul Cosa?
Um,
Who's who's he fighting?
Roman Kopl Kopilov.
Don't know that guy.
Yeah, so
Who's the fight before it?
Kevin Holland and
Oh,
Daniel
fuck yeah.
Rodriguez. Good fight.
Fuck yeah.
That's a fight night headline fight in my
I don't
mind.
know. Put Kevin Holland on anything I'll watch.
Dan Ige and Pitbull. Good fight, but like
Pitbull's back?
yeah,
That's a good fight.
it's a good fight, right? But does that scream main event to you?
Main card. Yeah.
Michael
Open.
Johnson and Daniel Zolhuber.
I don't know Zolby, but Michael Johnson. I don't
I
know,
love
man.
Michael Johnson.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's an $80 pay-per-view. Is my point. Pay-per-view price went up, and I think some of this is a little
won't be
watered down.
paying $80 for it. But that's why they should go to Netflix.
Yes.
Actually, I'm going to the movie theater in Bridgeville to watch these fights because that's where you go to watch these fights.
So
There's
you
a
got
movie theater that plays them.
Kyler. So
Kyler
the
Phillips.
prelim, I feel like the prelim.
Kyler Phillips is good.
Kyler Phillips is fighting Vinicius Oliveira, and then before that is Marvin Vittori and Brendan Allen. That's gonna be
Yeah, oh, Brandon Allen's on the
Bro.
NOLA card. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm just like not somebody that like
Yeah.
complains very often. I'm like, oh, thanks.
I know
You
gotta
guys
be
give me.
careful. You gotta be careful what you say to the UFC.
No, I just like you guys
I
gave
get
me.
fucked in the
You guys,
$80 and then
yeah. Well, again, I'm not paying. I'm fucking illegally streaming it. All right. If you give me Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier, I'll pay $80 for that.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You're buying. You're
They
buying.
know
the
what
name.
they're
You're
doing.
buying the
They're like,
name.
all right, we just gotta fucking throw the Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway on there. We're good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And then following that, who do we have?
Well, there's a
Like
fight
big
tomorrow.
main card. Who?
Oh,
Is a fight night card?
yeah. Derek Lewis and Taliesin Teixeira.
I won't be watching that.
Stephen Thompson,
I might watch the girls box
Gabriel
before I-
Bonfim,
I might watch the fucking Jake Paul women boxing before I watch that.
Calvin Cater versus Steve Garcia.
I like
Dude,
that.
Calvin Cater fell off
I like
after
Calvin
that
Kattar.
loss.
To Max? Yeah, he absorbed all the punches
Dude,
physically possible.
he was like the guy.
Mhm.
Tough, good looking, marketable, slick boxing, and then went in and literally got beat at his own game. And I don't think he has won a fight
Yeah, it'd be
since.
fucking hard to get beat at your own game and then
Has he
rebound.
won since?
I think once, maybe. I don't know.
Calvin Cater. Now you got me wondering. And we did forget Peyton Talbot fought on the
Oh,
card.
holy shit.
Dude, grappling looked like was more improved.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He
Right?
looked
it
he
sounds
looked
like he
better. You know what I
went
thought
did
was
the big
better?
shit.
I actually wasn't rubbed the wrong way by him. Like he came in and actually I was like, okay, I kind of respect this dude now.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
He got better, man.
he
Like
did.
that's what you're supposed to do. He improved on his holes and got better. Sometimes it takes a loss to like realize it, right? You're just knocking everybody out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I would match Peyton Talbot and Malcolm Wellmaker because those motherfuckers are both like very similar trajectories to me, but I think they might wait because they both have potential to be stars. Hell,
So
yeah.
Cater fought Holloway, and then he won the next fight against Giga Chikadze.
Yeah, Giga's
And
good
then
too.
Giga is good, dude. That Giga kick. But then he lost to Josh Emmett, Arnold
He's
Allen,
fucking good.
Aljo,
Good.
and Yusuf Zala.
I don't know Yusuf, but yeah, he's only
I mean,
fighting
he
the
fought
best
some
fucking guys in the world.
beasts, but damn, dude, what a tough break.
And when's Aljo fight Ortega?
Aljo
That one I'm
fights-
fucking super, super stoked about.
Aljo fights Ortega. I don't know.
I don't know if it was just a rumored fight or if it got officially announced. I believe it's officially announced.
August 23rd. Is that when you fight?
That'd be the week
The
after.
week after.
Is that on the main card?
UFC Shanghai, so it'll be at like 8 in the morning.
8 in the
It'd be
morning.
fucking awesome. Fight over in China.
Uh,
Would you like to fight like 24-hour or 12-hour time difference? Like, would you be down to do one of those weird cards in like England where you have to get up and fight at 5 in the morning, or do you think that would fuck too
What are the
much.
taxes like? How do I get paid?
Ooh,
Am I getting paid a lot?
probably get screwed. You're probably paying taxes over there and taxes over
Fuck
here.
that. No, I would prefer not to, but fuck it. I don't know. It's cool. It'd be cool to travel the
It'd be
world and
neat,
fight,
right?
but
Like do over at the in like Abu Dhabi, over at the Saudi
if I never
thing
fight in the
there.
Middle East, I'd be okay with it.
Really? You don't find
Doesn't
that
do it
stuff
for
interesting?
me.
Kings and princes and sand.
They're all wearing the same fucking outfit.
I
Like
love it.
they're
You
like
like
they're
you
in
look in the
league.
stands and everybody's in like a white thing.
It
Even
look
Steve
like you're
Harvey.
it
They
looked
like
like you're in a
Panther and
fucking
there's
league.
Steve Harvey with his fucking mustache.
I'd prefer to fight in America.
I love it. At the White House
Yeah, I'd
or on
prefer to
top of
fight.
the PPG paint.
I'd prefer to, yeah,
That'd be
let's do
pretty cool.
that. Let's fucking fight like the boxing thing. Let's fucking fight at the.
Do you think we're gonna see more of that, like virtual reality tied into the UFC and other things where, or do you think we're always gonna have the analog, you go in because you did the Sphere, right? So that's kind of like into that direction. Now you're going to potentially do the White House. Is there a world where it's like you get your UFC VR from Meta and you tune in and it's Lucas
Watch the
fighting
ref's camera.
somebody where it's yeah, or it's like you're able to click like watch this fight in like a bar room? Or do you think that they ever give the fans that much ability to alter the product that they get to
Like
watch?
me and the person I'm fighting are fighting in
Yeah,
a
like you can
different
change the
atmosphere.
yeah, I can change the background so I'm not watching you fight that person in a cage. And I don't think any true fan would want to see that, but to me, there's a lot of catering to the casual, especially with a publicly traded company.
I don't think people would like be really into that.
Okay.
Maybe. I think the events in like special places, now that's a thing,
Okay.
right? Like the Washington thing. I think they talked about doing one in Rome. I think the UFC might go in the trajectory of, maybe not, hey, these big headliners, right? We got some big names, right?
Hmm.
Fucking um, 3 years down the line, Lucas Siebert's fighting fucking Peyton Talbot, and we're gonna do it in Rome, right? Like that might be a thing. But I don't see it being like Lucas that you guys can fucking tune in and make them fight on top of the White House, like virtual reality wise. I think it would be like, hey, we're going to the fucking White House, right? And that makes people tune in. Like, what are they gonna do? What's the spectacle? Is Trump gonna talk? Are they gonna fucking have a fireworks show behind? Like stuff like that. Like I think
Hmm.
that's what it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like physically the motherfuckers there. Fighting something that you can't really like.
I think it would be a bad idea, by the way, because
No, I think
I
it's
think
fucking
there's enough in fighting that should be
yeah, dude. If you are
what the focus is.
as a human can't watch two people fist fight and be entertained, then like you got some screws loose. It's like the most entertaining thing. It's like if we watch a basketball game and two people start fighting, nobody gives a fuck what's going on the other side of the court, right? Like you're dialed into the
Hmm.
LeBron and what's his name duking it
LeBron.
out.
Yeah, I'm turning it off, but
I'm a huge LeBron fan. If you're watching two people duke it out in any sport, right? Why do people watch hockey? Oh, the off chance that
bro,
people get in a fist fight.
did you see that hockey player
Oh, dump the dude into the river.
beat his ass on the
Dude,
golf
it's
course?
so funny because I just watched Happy Gilmore.
Tankersley, I think is his
Um,
last name. I think he was a defenseman for the
good.
Rangers.
Oh, fuck that guy. Dude,
Pow. He said pow like he
yeah.
was Batman. Bow or boom.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Boop. Yeah, man, I think I don't know, that's fucking hilarious though. I was on a plane on the way back from somewhere, and I was listening to Pat McAfee show, and there was a hockey player that fought like four or five guys, and they had it all on tape. Like they got in a
Really?
bar. Yeah,
Oh,
those hockey
yes, yes,
players are
yes.
bad motherfuckers,
I
bro.
know what you're
You
talking
know what I'm
about. And
talking
then
about?
all of the guys
They
tried
like
to
followed him
blame him and
out.
said he was a bad dude, and the cops came
Yeah, they were
and they
like,
watched the video
they're
and they're
like,
like,
not only is he a great guy, you guys are getting
yeah.
charged and you're pussies.
And that hockey player has a podcast,
Hmm.
Spitting
Makes sense.
Chicklets or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Barstool podcast. I can't remember his name
That
right now,
makes
but
sense. Yeah.
yeah.
It was, yeah. The hockey players are some bad motherfuckers. Can't stop a double leg, but they got hands.
Stop double leg. They
They
are
might be
tough
able to. They got some
motherfuckers.
balance. Yeah, they're big, man. They're big.
Dude, so Dan, the guy I was talking about that we forgot what I was trying to say, Dan Carcillo, he was known as the car bomb. And
It's a fucking wild ass nickname.
dude, go watch YouTube clips of Dan Carcillo. You won't see one of him fucking spinning around somebody's back or shooting a slap shot. You're gonna watch him just beating people's ass.
Like Goon, like the movie.
Bro, it's all he did was just fight people,
Scrap.
but he paid for it. He ended up with like serious brain problems and changed his whole life with mushrooms
Hmm.
completely, like, and physiologically, brain scans and everything. And so he's been a huge advocate, but that dude, there are some epic fights in hockey.
That's fucking sick. You'll have to send me his name.
Yeah, he was a tough dude.
Yeah, that's dope. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Last thing, we got some events in Pittsburgh and shit coming up.
Camps?
No, just like 247 supposed to have a card this weekend. I'm just calling. That one got moved. So that one's pretty exciting.
Is that getting switched? Did I see to the
August
Sunny Days
9th.
Arena grand opening?
Yeah, August 9th.
Okay. Who headlines that now?
Kama versus Violent Bob Ross still.
Okay. That's right.
And then Anthony's fight, I don't know if it's publicly announced, but it got moved to September.
Was his fight one that had a pullout, or was he just affected by
He
it?
was affected by that. Yeah, they had like a bunch of pullouts. There's some big boxing shows in Pittsburgh. The Turf Wars next tomorrow. That's at Highland Park. Might try to stop by. Mila's birthday party is at like 3, so I might not be able to make it, but
I'll be slinging lighters.
slanging
I
lighters.
saw our boy Pat up there with his burner. Pat
Yeah,
slinging burner guns.
me and Pat got something pretty cool cooking.
You gonna let him shoot you with one of them things?
No, I
Oh.
won't be letting him shoot me ever with anything. But we're talking about doing a documentary with one of my buddies from Houston who was like with me before I started fighting. And then he started being the videographer for like Kevin Holland, Joshua Van, Diego Lopez, like all those guys in
Mm.
Houston. He was like hit me up and he was like, bro, if you get me a flight, I'll do it for free.
What did I tell you?
Yeah.
Documentary, man.
Yeah, which would be sick. So he wants to follow me around and stuff. We're trying to decide if we want to do it for this fight or wait for,
What comes after that?
yeah, what comes after.
Why not have it be for both? Is
That's
it just you know what I mean? Like,
possibility. That is a possibility. We're gonna figure it out. Patrick's obviously been like my biggest sponsor for a long time. So I like hit him up and I was like, yo, let's figure something out. You can be the sponsor of this video.
mhm.
And yeah, so we're gonna figure something out like that and it will be really, really fucking cool. I'm really
Let me
excited.
know if you need
The
anything.
idea is like anatomy of a fighter.
Love it.
Yeah.
Dude, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, it would be pretty fucking sick. So yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah. Got some
Oh,
cool shit cooking, man.
bro, you do.
Yeah.
It's exciting to watch.
Yeah, it's exciting to be a part of. And
You gonna get a cowboy hat?
dude, we might have to I might have fucking Jordan TJ with the fucking what's it called? The Jassa or whatever, the fucking stylist or some shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I wanna pull up with a good outfit, but I ain't gonna be, dressed like Red Dead Redemption like TJ.
Yeah.
That shit's cool, not me. We'll figure something out. I'll definitely have a cool fit for South Dakota cowboy hat. I know there's a big
Mm.
biker theme down there, so maybe something like
Sturgis.
that.
Where is the fight in South Dakota?
Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls.
Yeah. Which is cool. My management's gonna be there, my entire management
Very
team.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
August
excited.
15th, Sioux
August
Falls.
15th. Sioux Falls, South Dakota,
Stick it
baby.
out.
Tune in. We gotta figure out a watch party. That's
Yes,
the biggest thing.
absolutely.
Watch party. All right, man.
Always good. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Hell yeah.